Bit late to the game here, but on One Man's Movies today, I'm looking at the Aretha Franklin biopic, Respect.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Okay.
Find out what it means to me.
You really like it?
We love it.
Riri.
Riri.
It's really good.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me.
I got a single by this new chick named Aretha Franklin.
Ree is a 10-year-old growing up in Birmingham, Alabama, in relative middle-class affluence. That's thanks to her high-profile preacher father, C.L. Franklin, played by Forrest Whitaker. We follow her career, now as the all-grown-up Jennifer Hudson playing Aretha, as she struggles with controlling men and alcohol. This is all against the backdrop of the civil rights movement, with her supporting Martin Luther King. This is a solid biopic held together by a terrific performance by Jennifer Hudson. It really makes you appreciate Aretha Franklin's determination to fight against the racial and sexual prejudices of the time. Indeed, the overbearing nature of her father's influence on her brought in mind to me the current legal wranglings between Britney Spears and her father. Some things never change. The emergence of Franklin from that grip is one of the high points of the film for me. "Have you lost your mind?" her father rants at her. Maybe I've found it," she replies. At nearly 2.5 hours, this is a very long film, and I think it would have benefited from being cut down somewhat. The script is also quite disjointed. In particular, characters get introduced without you understanding where they fit in the big scheme of things. An example here is Aretha's first husband, Ted White, who gets introduced at a church barbecue, and he's obviously not liked, but you have no idea why, or indeed what he does for a living. I also felt like I'd seen this film before, since many of the great black soul singers of that period seem to have had a fairly cookie-cutter type of life story. Violence against women is never acceptable, but perhaps one of the symptoms of all of that pain and angst is that they turn out fantastic soul performances. I couldn't help but draw comparisons with the United States versus Billie Holiday from earlier in the year. This film didn't have the same level of angst as that film, but the script for Respect was marginally more coherent, so I'm going to give this a 3.5 stars out of 5, and that makes it a borderline. Read my full review at bobthemovieman.com.